Welcome to the Women's National League Rep Series 19. Delighted to be joined with Seana Cooke once again. Thanks, Seana, for coming on. I'm going to start off with Shelbourne. They were the winners against Treaty United 4-0. Alex Kavanagh, Emma Starr, Gemma Quinn, Megan Smith-Lynch with the goals for Shells. In a big week for Shells coming up in the Champions League. And, that win is probably great confidence-wise kind of going into this game now in the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a marquee game by any means, but it was about game management, making sure that nobody picked up injuries, and it was a very warm day, and I think Noel and management wanted to try and get as many players minutes as possible. So it was great to see players like Taylor White getting 45 minutes under their belt, and that's what this week is going to be about heading into the Champions League is the depth in the squad over the two games. So yeah, it was just about game management and some good goals as well. And I think there was some really good performances from Treaty as well.
Yeah, I think it's funny about Treaty as well because the scoreline was 4-0 at the end, but I thought Treaty in certain moments in the game, especially like their defense was actually quite good in it as well. And Bows moving on now, they beat Sligo 2-0 at the Showgrounds. Abby Brophy and new signing Neve Pryor got the goals for them. 3 out of 3 wins against Sligo for Bows, and they beat them in the cup as well. And Sligo have been a relatively tough team to come up against. And surely a great boost, kind of confidence wise for Bohemians.
Yeah, definitely. Consistency is so important at this stage of the season, and I think obviously the signings for Bows as well are paying dividends. Sometimes it can be one way or the other with signings. They can kind of, especially halfway through the season. But Sean obviously recruited really well, and the players that he's brought in have really benefited the squad and also helped the old timers or players that have been there previously come on. I think Abby Brophy's grown over the course of the season and proven more and more that she's definitely more of an attacking player than a defensive player.
Yeah, I think you've been saying that especially since the start of the season. She kind of started back in that right back position, but gradually has kind of moved back into the right wing, and you can see that it's definitely her position. It was a 1-1 draw now between DLR Waves and Peamount. Kate Mooney scored for DLR. Anya Gorman got the late goal for the Peas as well. A game where Askelmite came in for Eve Badana in that goal for the Waves. She needed to be on fire, and she certainly was. She got in Team of the Week as well. Kind of, Shauna, what did you make of her performance in that game?
Fantastic. She's a great player. I watched her when she was a young girl playing up around Coolock, close to my parents' house, and I was impressed with her then. It's obviously been difficult because she's been kind of, I suppose, patiently waiting for her opportunity. But great for Graham that when he's got a player of the quality of Eve Bandana out, that he can call on the likes of Riggs and she can step up to the plate. And I just think it's fantastic. It just shows the quality that we have in this league. And that goes for goalkeepers across. You obviously seen Courtney Maguire as well step in the weekend. So looks excellent, I think, for the league and brilliant for DLR. But no doubt they'll be disappointed that again they couldn't seem to hold on to the win.
Yeah, I was about to say it was a little bit of deja vu in that game because back in July the exact same thing happened where Peamount got the equaliser in added time. It was a header as well. I'm pretty sure. I think Derville Byrne got the header in the last one as well, and Anya Gorman
Yeah.
got the header in this one. So football's mad. Athlone Town now they got the win against Cork City 2-1. A game that Athlone really kind of had to work for to get the 3 points. I thought Cork City were quite good in that one. And Madison Gibson, 2 chances, 2 goals. Like, just how clinical was she for the Athlone side?
Yeah, I said a few weeks ago when I watched her in Talca Park, I just thought she was excellent at frustrating the opposition defence, and she finds really good space in between the lines. So I think it was fantastic to see her score 2 goals at the weekend, just because the quality that she has, and it obviously adds another dimension to the Athlone attack. So they'll be delighted for that, because it can be difficult for a player like Emily Corbett to kind of try and take everything on her shoulders, but I felt for Cork because I feel like they've been picking up performances and I suppose putting in a lot more effort over the past few weeks, and they're getting closer and closer. And I thought maybe it was going to be their day at the weekend, but I think the experience and quality at Lown just shone through.
Yeah. Finally now Wexford they beat Galway 1-0 at Avon Park. It was a penalty at added time which Avian Clancy converted for Wexford. it's such an important game for Wexford. Like they needed to win that one to kind of stay on the kind of league title run. But it's such an important game for Avian to keep her cool, to take that penalty in at a time, and slot away the winner. Like you kind of have to give a lot of credit to her.
Yeah, definitely. That's what champions do, or the best in the league is they turn out performances and they keep going until the dying seconds. Ellen Malloy obviously shown her experience to win the penalty. Um, equally, I think Galway had a lot of chances in the game to win it themselves, or to score goals. So they'll be probably disappointed. I think in the heat of the moment you can kind of say, "Oh, it wasn't a penalty." We feel a bit hard done by, but when you look back at the game, they had enough chances to go and win it, and that's just football. You don't take your chances and you're punished. But great for Aileen Clancy. I think obviously since she took a bit of a break to do the leaving cert and come back in, that can be difficult to try and find that momentum again. And this is the exact type of confidence that she'll need, is to step up to the plate and win a game for our team, to kind of give her that confidence now to go and start having those performances that maybe we seen last year, the year before.
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks a lot for joining me, Shauna, this week. Make sure to tune in to Series 20 now coming up the weekend.